Today, I'm going to be birding at Prophetstown State Park near Lafayette, Indiana. Prophetstown has a nice mix of prairies, ponds, and trees, making this an exciting place to bird. Some of my targets for the day include northern bobwhite, Henslow sparrow, and willow flycatcher. I started just as the sun was rising, and the prairie was quite foggy, as you can see, making visibility limited. Right now we're just checking the prairie. There's a lot of song sparrows and common yellowthroats calling. There's also been a couple northern bobwhites. We also had a sandhill crane fly overhead, which was pretty neat. I think there's a pond up here that might have some wood ducks or other stuff in it. I'm at the pond right now. Haven't gotten to check for wood ducks yet. There's been a lot of birds calling. Belted kingfisher in the background. The pond has two species of swallows that I've seen so far, northern rough-winged and tree. So far song sparrows are the only sparrow species that I've seen. So we just got back from the pond, and there was 3 wood ducks there, but I was unable to get a picture or a video of them before they took off. We also had 4 or 5 beavers come by and then disappear in the brush, so they must have a den back there somewhere. Picked up a few more species at the pond, like northern rough-winged swallow, wood duck, and eastern kingbird. So now let's head to the prairie and see what we can find. I continued walking along the prairie, getting a few more species, including common grackle and brown-headed cowbird. The fog was pretty thick, limiting visibility to several hundred feet. I'd walked through the prairie for about a mile with very little activity until I came closer to the river. The change in habitat also brought a few more species, including a willow flycatcher. So far we've found about 30 species of birds, a lot of common yellowthroats and song sparrows, as well as red-winged blackbirds. We're going to keep on hiking and see what we can find. Going through the Bottomland forest right next to the river yielded great crested flycatcher, Carolina chickadee, and warbling vireo, which brings the total number of species up to 30 for the day. Typically in July there's not a whole lot of birds, but we got up early this morning right as the sun was rising, and there's been quite a few. I think we're up to 30 species now. There's a northern bobwhite calling. It's really been pretty good. I wasn't sure how many we'd get since it's now July and a lot of bird activity slows down. So right now we're checking out the prairie some. There's been a lot of American goldfinches. I can hear a northern bobwhite. Haven't seen any of the pheasants or bobwhites yet. Some field sparrows calling and a lot of red-winged blackbirds. So we just found this swampy area. It's on my right here, and there was a few more species here. There's a red-shouldered hawk, red-headed woodpecker, and a wood duck that landed in a tree. I'll show you the picture that I got. We also had a breeding male orchard oriole. I'll show you that picture as well. So as you can tell, the fog has completely lifted, which gives us more visibility, so that should help. So after finishing up that trail, I had still not found any of my target Henslow sparrows yet, but thanks to some birders from the previous day, I had found a part by the road where some Henslow sparrows were found. So we drove along the road to a different spot, and there was at least 3 Henslow sparrows calling here. They like to stay hidden in the brush, so I actually can't see them yet, but we'll see if any pop up and I can get some pictures and videos of them. So we did not see the Henslow sparrows come up. There's also a couple of Dickassoles calling. I think we're going to call it a day. We saw about 40 species of birds at Prophetstown State Park. It's a great state park, and I highly recommend you check it out if you're ever in the Lafayette, Indiana area.